Hi, my name is Anne. I run an art school in London called London Fine Art Studios. Usually I'm surrounded by students and lots of artists in London painting away. During the lockdown though, I'm down here in Dorset with my mother and my two daughters, Florence and Liberty. I thought it'd be really fun to create a series of videos on how to keep painting and drawing at home. The first session today, we're just going to look at mark making and how to create a nice space for our studio setup. I'm here in my mother's hallway. I haven't overtaken her house yet, and I've just got a table which I've put a nice tablecloth on, and I'm sitting by a window. The window is actually west facing, which means it's very sunny now in the afternoon, but usually I'd be here in the morning when it would be fine, there wouldn't be any sunlight coming in. Hopefully you can find a room in your house with a nice window to sit by, and if you can't find one with a nice big window, then just get a table lamp and put it on your table. What you want is a really strong directional light for your objects. So I've gone around my mother's house and I've picked lots of objects. If you see here, because of the light coming in, I've got a nice shadow shape and a nice cast shadow. So that's what we're really looking for when we're drawing. But before we even get onto the drawing stage, we've got to get our papers and pens ready. All we need to get drawing is a pencil. This is just a graphite pencil. I'm actually going to use a pastel pencil because it's a little bit darker. So I want to use this pastel pencil just so that you can see the marks better. But any type of pencil will do. And a pad of paper. I like pads with a little bit of tone, and I'm going to teach you how to tone different papers as well, if you've only got white paper at home. So anything will do to work on. I think it's a really lovely idea to start off with one pad of paper, which you keep throughout the whole course, so that every day you have your same drawings and you keep on developing your drawings. It's really nice to have them all in one pad, because even if one day you don't like your drawing, you can learn from those mistakes and see how it goes for the next day. So the first thing is mark making. When we hold a pencil at school, you hold it right at the tip. You really learn to do lots of mark making like this. And when you're a child, you hold your pencil any old how at the end. When we as artists hold a pencil, we actually much prefer using it at the very end of the pencil. You've got a much better axis line. So if you think when you're holding your pencil at the tip, you really don't have so much space to move, whilst you have a much nicer flow when you hold it like this, like a paintbrush. So if you imagine paintbrushes have very long handles, sometimes 1 metre long, but usually they're at least 30 centimetres long, and so you can really get a nice rhythm when you draw. So if I hold my bit of paper and draw a line like this, you can still see it, but I'm going to move on to this darker pencil just to make the mark making even easier for you to see. So try first of all not using it, remember, on its tip, because also if you use it on its tip it's going to get blunt very quickly, but use it on its side like this. Okay, and like this, if you imagine a pencil, you're using it first of all to make a line, and you can also make a mass, turning into using shapes straight away. So lots of nice lines, both horizontal and vertical lines like that. You can also do some curves, and what's really fun is you can do some squiggles. And for some people this is doodling and they think it's a waste of time. It's actually one of the hardest skills to learn how to control your pencil, and you are the one who makes the decision about whether it's going to be a hard line or a super soft line. That's really important, and it's really hard to do. So lots of people always just do hard lines. It's very hard to go from hard to soft. And then there's also the other type of character. It's always very timid and all their lines are very soft. What we want is a variety of lines. So from one line you could have it starting hard and then getting softer as you go along. This is all about line control. And when we have control over our mark making or our lines, then when we come to drawing shapes, we'll have much more fun. So I love doodling little fun shapes like that. Also try and see whether you can create a shape and then perhaps mass it in and changing the size of the shape. So this is the first lesson. It's very short. I'm taking absolutely ages trying to work out how to put a title at the beginning. So if you see this video and there's a title at the beginning or a line at the end, then I'll have learnt a lot more than a little bit of mark making. But anyway, when you do this mark making, You don't have to do it really concentrated hard, sitting down like this. It should be something which is really fun. You can do it in front of the television, in the garden, by an open window. In the corner of an exercise book, but do try and keep it on one page, because you really will learn about how to create lovely shapes using your pencil and different types of mark making. Hope this has been helpful.